This seems so stupid, but then I was like, wait a second. Hold on. Hold up. Here are the big questions I think that I have, okay? Wasn't shot. Oh man, save me from this one, guys. I'm not gonna be able to find the video. And it didn't save on my fucking Reddit account. Fuck. Reddit, Trump wasn't shot. Ugh, I'm not gonna be able to find it. It's all over. Oh, this is it. This is like this is a real ass conspiracy video. It's got like the white text. The guy doesn't talk at all. It's from like a random fucking YouTube channel. CC-concerned citizen, okay? This is a proper conspiracy theory, okay? I already know the debunk, I think, but I know a debunk of the debunk. And then what I'm going to ask you guys, I need you guys to give me a debunk of a debunk of a debunk. And then we'll be back on the mainstream shit, okay? All right? This seems so stupid, but then I was like, wait a second. Hold on. Hold up.
This morning.
Did you see whether Trump himself was actually shot?
No, he wasn't shot. To me, it looked like he got up from the ground when they picked him up. There was a little bit of blood, right?
Okay, testimony from people there doesn't matter. I wouldn't expect her to have seen anything or know anything, so this is irrelevant.
Here.
Hopefully, he only hit his head off the podium.
Also irrelevant.
Right, yeah, right. It could have been when they tackled him to the ground too. So I don't know.
Take a look what happened.
So this guy's theory for his conspiracy is, okay, the officer's hip impacts Trump's head. That's the running story narrative theory that this guy's going to go with. All right. Okay, so hip hits its head here. Now, is it possible? One, why did he grab his ear beforehand? Okay, one. But number two, is it possible that a guy's hip hitting your ear would make it bleed? That seems kind of not too good, but then we see though, oh, well, hold on. He's got a Glock holstered here. Okay, everybody who's fucked with guns before has cut themselves on a slide, on a trigger, on a hammer, or whatever. It happens. Oh, okay, somebody slamming into your head with a holstered gun here. These could definitely cut you. Sure, it's possible, I guess, but okay. Why did Trump reach for his ear with his right hand? That's not the relevant thing. We'll get to the relevant thing after, but that's not the killer to this. Also, I only watched 4 minutes of this video too, so maybe at the end he's got stronger evidence, or maybe it's weaker evidence. We'll see. Okay, so supposedly then he got hit on the ear where the gun was carried. Supposedly, okay. We have our ultra slowed down thing, and then this is supposedly where he collided with Trump's head. Okay. Right. Okay. Gun is fired, Trump reacts.
Take a look what happened.
As did the spectators. They experienced the acoustic startle reflex. They weren't shot. They all reached for the head due to inner ear pain. So this guy's argument is that the reason why Trump reaches up for his ear is because as the bullet comes by, or as the bullet is near, it's the whizzing of the bullet sound, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he reaches up. That's the theory that he's going with in this video. If Trump was shot, you must believe. I don't know what he says here. 1,000,001 shot. This isn't relevant. This can happen, so that's not a good argument. None of this is a good argument. Who jumped down on a slanted grooved rooftop and bullseyed his first shot. Again, none of this is relevant. This could happen, and clearly it wasn't a bullseye because he missed. With an old and borrowed weapon lacking optics, shot is 150 yards. Irons at 150 yards from a prone, you could do it.
50 yards, especially if you're not very trained as a shooter.
Depending on how comfortable you are with the weapon. Bullet trajectory. Oh, this would be one thing to look into. I don't know the position of the guy that got shot or the position of the guy on the roof, such that if it would have is possible or not. Just because this guy has already made some dumb leaks in this video, I don't think I trust his positioning on everything exactly, but... Trump would need to be facing the shot for a bullet to graze his ear. The angle is off by 40 degrees. I don't know if any of this is true or not. I don't know if I believe this.
Take a look what happened.
So here he makes the argument that Trump's head would lunge towards the shot at impact, or why would he do that? Trajectory and head movement, I don't know if I agree with any of this. Trump absurdly attempts to explain those. I don't know if I care about any of this. The head, okay, don't know if I care about any of this. Medical report. Trump was taken to the hospital. The treating physician discounted a projectile strike. I don't know if that would matter. I don't know if they would know if it was a projectile versus a shrapnel or anything else. Trump blocked the hospital report and called his guy. I don't know if that's true. I don't know why you would need to block a hospital report. I feel like it's probably HIPAA. You would never be allowed to release this legally anyway.
It's some people have, just great genes. I told the president that.
A week later, Ronnie Jackson said Trump was shot. The congressman's political career relies on Trump. Don't care about this. Not relevant. Bloody tales were told. That's not relevant. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so here are the big questions I think that I have, okay? There was blood. No, okay, hold on. Means he wasn't shot. Gaslighting. Trump's convention speech is a bold deception. Don't care about any of this.
There was
Okay, I don't think anything else is relevant here. This guy is wacky as fuck. Okay. This is the kill shot to this conspiracy is there is one photograph of Trump that shows him with blood on his hands. I'm trying to think of where it is. I think 50 trillion retards and shadow linking this like I've never seen this before. Okay. There's one series of photographs right here that show, wait, was this true or did this end up being confirmed doctored, like the bullet being added here? Wasn't it determined that it would be impossible to catch a photograph of a bullet traveling through the air like this? Or I think it's real. It's true. Okay, let me read this check. Let me check. Was giving a speech at a campaign rally near Butler, Pennsylvania, when a 20-year-old shooter opened fire from a nearby rooftop. One bullet from an AR-15 style rifle grazed his right ear, leaving him bleeding. In the hours after the shooting, posts on social media began to claim that Doug Mills, a veteran photographer for the New York Times, caught an image of one of the bullets on cameras that whizzed past the president's former head. So the poster in the subreddit, the creator of this video, he claims that the photo is doctored. He says that Doug Mills doctored his photo, which is a pretty big claim, that he would just invent something like this with so many other people at this rally. That's a pretty outstanding claim. Now, I think I've heard that it's not the bullet, but it's like the trail that the bullet might leave behind. I think Forethought said something in chat. What's it called? The contrail or whatever? Or the vapor trail or whatever. But we'll read the rest of the Snopes article. Mills gave multiple interviews explaining the context of the photo and sharing his experience as a witness of the attempted assassination. At the following interview, he explains he didn't realize he'd captured the image of the bullet until one of his editors pointed it out. Hold on one second. All right. Multiple X users questioned the authenticity of the photo. Many claimed it was digitally altered. Is that even scientifically possible, or is it photoshopped? You know the media lies. You know that they alter photos. Wait, hold on. Let's see. On the other hand, various blogs, social media users, and other news sites broke down the plausibility that Mills captured the bullet in the image, concluding that it was possible for the camera to have captured the streak of the bullet within the frame, given that he was shooting with a shutter speed of 1/8,000th of a second. As far as we were able to determine the photo is authentic, meaning it was not digitally altered to include the streak of the bullet behind Trump's head. The New York Times maintains a strict standard when it comes to altered images, as seen on the Guidelines on Integrity page of the newspaper's website. According to an NPR story pertaining to this image, Mills's editor called him minutes after he uploaded the images, asking whether he'd noticed the image in question appeared to show the bullet streak. She said, "There's actually a picture with a bullet going behind him," and I said, "Oh my God." Scott Detrow said, "What was your shutter speed?" He said, 0.08 of a second. Huh. Is that normal? What do you normally, I don't know what you normally capture pictures at. I have no clue. The New York Times explicitly vouched for the photo's authenticity, publishing an article July 14th breaking down the plausibility of the photo having captured the flying bullet. In it, they confirmed that Mills was using a Sony digital camera capable of capturing images at up to 30 frames per second. The article included an interview with Michael Harrigan, a retired FBI agent who spent 22 years in the bureau. The gunman was firing an AR-15 style rifle. The .223 caliber or 5.56 millimeter bullets they use travel at roughly 3,200 feet per second when they leave the weapon's muzzle, Harrigan said, and with 1/8,000th of a second shutter speed, this would allow the bullet to travel approximately 0.4 of a foot while the shutter is open. His conclusion, given the circumstances, if that's not showing the bullet's path through the air, I don't know what else it would be. And then the New York Times published a video in which Mills addressed the circumstances surrounding the image in question. It's unclear whether the actual bullet is visible from within the frame, or only the bullet's path, as Harrigan said. According to the former FBI agent, it absolutely could be showing the displacement of air due to a projectile. For reference, the picture below is one example showing what a bullet looks like as a gun fires. Here's a picture image. The bottom line is there's no evidence that Mills's image, though incredibly fortuitous, was digitally altered based on the fact that the photographer was shooting at a very high shutter speed, and because multiple reputable outlets, including the New York Times, which originally published the image, have affirmed its authenticity. We rate this claim true. So the two strongest counters to this are the I guess the fact that there's a bullet in the background for this, and the fact that we have an image, a photograph of Trump doing this here, where he's got blood on his hand. So it seems to be the case that he was shot. And then, so this would be the, I guess, like the counter, the kill shot. His counter is that, I think he just says that the photos are doctored, basically, which is an argument, but I mean, he has no proof of that. This is the only question, okay, that I would have then, okay, after watching the Secret Service guy smash into Trump's fucking ear. This is the only question that I have that I'm not. That's the only thing that makes it possible in my head. This was a rally for Donald Trump where there were like thousands of people that were watching him do his speech. Is there a single other image or video of him with blood on his hand before he goes down below the podium? There has to be at least one, right? If that was true, that would be like the ultra, like, okay, yeah, this is just a super conspiracy, like this is dumb. Is there one more video or one more picture anywhere? What's the source of those images? These ones are taken by, I think it was Doug Mills, right? The New York Times photographer. Is Doug Mills a MAGA guy? I don't think so, no. Give a confidence on this conspiracy? I would give it a 3%. My camera goes up to 1/4000, so I think 8,000 would be overkill for this kind of setting. I can understand wildlife photography, but Trump, he doesn't move that fast. Why use such a fast shutter speed? I don't know why a professional would. It could be that if you're out in really bright daylight, again, I don't know what pro cameras are like, but it might be that you are, if your ISO is already as low as possible, if you don't have a super high quality filtering lens, then maybe you crank the shutter speed to decrease the brightness of the image so it's not super washed out. Maybe, I have no idea. You can see someone videoing him while he's being shot at. Yeah, I know. I'm just curious where those fucking videos are, but... I want to see them. I want to see the videos. Why do you think conservatives keep bringing up that app that immigrants use, CDP1 or whatever it's called? I know Vance used it when they fact check him. I just don't understand what is bad with the app and why conservatives hate it so much. The idea behind conservatives is that the immigrants are using this app to get like fucking millions of dollars of free shit or whatever, and they're stealing all the money from Americans with this stupid. It's just a dumb thing that they obsess over. High shutters to get no motion blur. Oh, that's true too. Super high shutter speed would also mean no motion blur. Wasn't the original conspiracy theory that it was a piece of glass or something other than the bullet that hit Trump? Some people had that theory, but I don't think that was corroborated by literally anybody. Nobody said that that was... No, I don't think anybody that investigated said anything about that, but that's my conspiracy of the day for you.